good morning everybody, welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely amazing. For me, it truly is, although I do feel a little lagged out. I tell you what, when you travel that much, it is definitely tiring and taxing on your body. That said, I am excited to be back here at the shop. I know it's going to take me a few days to kind of get back in the rhythm of things. You know, after all, I've kind of been gone for almost a month. We did all those trips prior to Indonesia, and then since we were gone in Indonesia, there's a lot been going on. It's not like I'm going to just jump in and be right back on top of it. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to recover and get my feet underneath me before I go crazy. But what do you say we get this day started and see what the heck's been going on here at BHB? The one thing I really missed was giving Bella treats when I was away. She loves blackberries. Hey girl. Don't bite me. Ow! Ow! You got me! Bella! Bite this, not my finger. Like this. Bluebird season is well underway. Now, we haven't gotten the eggs yet, but we'll be getting them anytime. Things are really starting to explode, and probably eggs later this week, and then it'll be an onslaught probably in about a week and a half or 2 weeks, where we're just getting tons and tons of eggs each day. But even things like these albino garter snakes, take a look at this right here. Now, these aren't egg layers, they're actually live bears, but you can just see, look at this girl, looks like she's just gonna absolutely explode. Now, this girl here gave me 23 babies last year for her first litter, and then double clutched with 18 babies. So I'm expecting certainly in the mid-20s from that girl. So that's going to be really awesome. And then of course, you know, just tons of other rat snakes and all kinds of color. Look at this girl here. This is a rhino rat snake, but look at how distended those scales are. And that's one of the things you can really see with a colubrid snake, is that they get gravid and those scales just kind of spread apart. This female looks like she is just loaded up with eggs, and these girls will typically lay anywhere from 8 to 12 eggs, and they'll usually double clutch too. So little rhino rat snakes, I tell you what, I'm always super excited about that, and to have a bunch of them this year is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Now, I had talked about how a colubrid snake, when it gets gravid, the scales will distend and you can actually see like that flesh between the scales. Now, what's interesting is these scaleless Texas rat snakes, of course, don't have scales, so it's harder to see. Now, what happens with these guys is they just look like they're big and fat. You can see this one has a little bit of scalation on it, but not enough to actually distend from being gravid. But she certainly is full of eggs right now. She just looks like a little sausage, and that's the only way you can tell with scaleless snakes, is when they actually look like they're just full of food. But to be honest with you, you can also palpate them, which just basically means that you're feeling for eggs by letting them run through your finger, and you feel a little bump, bump, bump. But this girl is certainly full of eggs. And look at this guy here. What is he doing? What a crazy dude. Isn't that cool? I mean, literally, I was just holding her up and he just decided, hey, I want to crawl on your hand too. How awesome is that? So the colubrid season is coming along really well. We're going to be getting eggs pretty soon, and then it is just craziness after that. I'm really excited to be here for the hatch season. This dude is so crazy. He just wants to climb up and hang out with me. What's up, buddy? What are you doing? Hi. Wow, I love the fact that he's such a friendly snake. Hey, bud, what's going on? How adorable is that? Oh my gosh, that is a cool snake. I've been messing with this snake for a long time, and he's never been so personable like this. So that is really awesome. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? I tell you what, that's just so cool. And I love when snakes have really interesting personalities like that. You guys saw it, man. I just had the cage open, and he just kind of crawled up like, hey, what's up? What's going on, bud? I tell you what, I'm going to name this guy and kind of pull him aside, because this is a really good attitude for a Texas rat snake. What do you guys think I should name him? Go ahead and comment down below. I'll name him, and we'll go ahead and start giving you updates about how awesome this snake is. So leopard gecko season is just getting going, and while I was gone, we started to get eggs. Now, Jessica didn't even check for eggs today, so we can just take a look at a few cages. Once things start happening with leopard geckos, it just explodes. And again, females will lay typically 2 eggs. They should lay 2 eggs if both ovaries are firing properly. Every now and then they'll lay 1 egg, which is kind of weird. And a female will have anywhere from 8 eggs all the way up to 20 eggs in a season, although 20 is extremely rare. But once they get going, they go crazy. And again, when you have 4 females in a cage, and each of them are laying 2 eggs every, 10 days, every 12 days, you get a tremendous amount of eggs. So let's just go ahead and look and see what we've got going on here. These are actually just Tremper sun glows right here. And the one thing you can see is that once they start pushing that bedding, we're actually, believe it or not, we're using cat spot, cat litter as our bedding, and it's working really, really well. And once you start seeing them push the bedding that way to where, see, it's piled up like that, you can kind of see, if I look this way, it'll kind of slope up like that. A lot of times that means that there's eggs getting excavated in there, and we'll just kind of look through and see if there's, oh, see right there? See those eggs right there? Those are eggs right there. So we've got those eggs. Oh, more eggs over here. See that? Look at that. Yep, and there's going to always be a second. See, there's a second egg right there. So we've got 2 eggs, we've got 4 eggs. And we'll see if there's anything else. That looks like it right now. I'll come back and pull those eggs in a minute, but I tell you what, it's just cool. And again, you can almost always tell what's going on when you start to see those females excavating that bedding, kind of pushing it aside. What happens, they dig it out and then they bury the eggs afterwards. And that's just because in the wild, they need to stay a little humid. And because these are desert dwelling animals, if they just laid their eggs out on the sand or something like that, they'd dry up and the eggs wouldn't hatch. But because they lay in kind of a moist cave type setting, they'll actually bury those eggs to make sure the humidity is up so that they have the best chance for those babies to hatch. Let's take a look at this cage here. These are actually really beautiful. Look at how beautiful those are actually Mac Raptors and Mac Tremper white and yellows. So these are really beautiful animals. And again, you can see the same thing. Very little bedding on this side and lots of bedding on that side. So let's just go ahead and just take a look. Oh, right off the bat. See, there's an egg right there. Let's see, I'm sure there's going to be more. There's at least 1 more egg, if not more. Let's see, where are you at? Where are you at? I know you're in here. Oh, there's another egg right down here. See, and that's what these eggs look like right here, just to give you an idea. And they're kind of squishy, because they're real leathery. And yeah, we'll see if there's anything else. Oh, looks like there's some more eggs over here. See, right over here. So yeah, so this cage looks like it has 4 eggs as well. So again, you'll start seeing this in almost every cage you open. You'll get 4 eggs, 8 eggs per time you go through. We go through once or twice a week, and they just start killing. And you can see even these females, like this girl right here, you can see probably hasn't laid yet, but look at how fat she is. She's just plumb chuck full of it. And these are actually snow white and yellows here, so they're gonna produce some really beautiful babies. Oh, and right off the bat, as soon as I open up, look what's hiding in the old right there. So obviously we have an egg just a little bit exposed, and you can kind of just look around and you'll find more eggs, I'm sure. Where are you at? Oh, there's the other egg right there. So we've got these just 2 eggs in this box right here. But again, leopard geckos are in full tilt. We'll be pulling anywhere for, sometimes we'll pull up to 600 or 700 eggs in a week. So we're gonna have a lot of baby geckos. And you guys remember from early on, I kind of moved out some of my more normal geckos and replaced them with a little bit higher end. So this year we should produce a ton of baby geckos, but they'll all be really, really high end and really beautiful. So again, gecko season well on the way. It's gonna be an awesome one. I mentioned to you guys yesterday that the breeding season was going really well with ball pythons, and we're starting to get a lot of eggs and really good clutches. So again, today we got just 1 more clutch of eggs, and what's happening is that Kelsey, of course, works with the adult ball python. She's the one that bred everything and really did a great job, but she checks every morning, and then when she finds a clutch of eggs, she just tags that thing, and then I come and pull it, or when I was gone, Lori comes and pulls it, because we incubate our eggs actually in a walk-in incubator at our house. And by the way, when we get a bunch of clutches, I'll take you guys over and show you the incubator and show you how it works and how we built it and all that type of stuff. And of course, later on in the year, we'll show you when babies are hatching in the incubator. We'll probably cut some clutches and so on like that, so it should be really fun. Anyways, this is the clutch that we had today. This is actually a spinner yellow belly. Look at how beautiful that snake is. And of course, she's on a clutch of eggs. Look at that. Whoa! That is a beautiful clutch of eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and get an egg box set up and come back and we'll go ahead and pull this clutch of eggs. Okay, I've got my egg box all set up, got my incubation medium in there, and we're just gonna take the lid off and let's pull these eggs. All right, so here we go. Let's go, girl. What's going on? Oh, that's such a beautiful clutch of eggs. A little hard to do this with 1 hand, but we'll be okay. And you can see how they concave right around that clutch egg. See how sunken in her belly is? And the eggs go right around there. You can really see it right there. See how she just sucks in? And that's how they kind of keep those eggs intact. And again, that female is going to protect those eggs. And what they're going to do, see, this one's loose. So we're just going to go ahead and set this one in right now. We don't want to spin those eggs. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you guys in a second here. So we'll just go ahead and get that last couple eggs off here. Again, they adhere to the bottom of the paper a little bit too, so you got to kind of peel them off. You can see it's just stuck to the bottom of the paper here. Come on. Come on. Oh, let's go ahead and get that girl out of here. And these eggs are really stuck to the bottom, but not stuck to one another very well. And I'll show you guys what I'm going to do next, just to make sure that those eggs are good. All right. You can see how sticky they are. All right, so in this situation, when they're not really stuck together, there's always a chance that the female could have rolled the egg and the embryo could be on the underside. These look completely fine, but I'm going to go ahead and show you a technique just in case that ever happens. You want to know, because it's very important that that embryo is at the very top, and it's a technique called candling. So I'm going to have to go into a dark room and show you guys what we do. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just come into this room where I can turn the light out, because it doesn't have to be pitch dark, but it has to be semi-dark. And of course, I use this flashlight right here in order to candle the eggs. So let's go ahead, get that light off. It's a little dark in here, but I'm going to show you one of these eggs right now. So this is the egg, and what we want to do is we want to candle it. And sure enough, this is a great example. Look at right here, guys. There's nothing on the top, right? Now let me turn. And look at where that embryo is. You can see that network of veins. This egg was actually flipped upside down. So if I wouldn't have candled it, we probably would have lost that egg if I wouldn't have candled it. So let's go ahead and candle the rest of them. The same thing, guys. Look at this. The embryo was turned upside down. This is the embryo right here. You can see that, all that network of veins right there. So let's just keep going through and doing the whole clutch. Okay, now this one right here was in the right side. The embryo is right up on top where it's supposed to be. We'll go ahead and candle the last two eggs just to make sure. Okay, so this one again was turned upside down. What the heck? That's so bizarre. This is a really rarity. And this one too. So this entire clutch was actually upside down. You can see the embryo right up on top. What a crazy thing, huh? I'll turn the lights back on. So what a crazy thing. Literally, if I wouldn't have candled this clutch of eggs, they might have all went bad. Now, I'll be honest with you, normally I wouldn't have candled them. It's just by happenstance I was going to show you guys the technique of candling, and it turns out that by doing it, I probably saved these 5 eggs, and they're probably going to hatch. So how crazy is that? Maybe I should start candling every clutch just to make sure, right? So that's the update about what's been going on here at BHB while I've been gone. It's getting exciting around here, but I'm gonna wrap up my day here at the shop. Gonna head home. I told Lori that I wanted her to taste that coffee, Kopi Luwak, and see how she likes the Palm Civet Poop coffee, and I think it's gonna be awesome. And then we might actually go out to see the movies tonight. I'm not 100% sure. I wanna see that movie, Alien. Been a huge fan of that series since the beginning, and of course it came out when I was in Indonesia, so Noah's like, let's go to the movies. So if I get home and get everything done that I need to get done tonight in time, we're gonna go to the movies as well. But first, heading home and tasting some poop coffee. So the moment of truth, the Kopi Luwak coffee, the Palm Civet Poop coffee. Again, just a recap for anyone that didn't watch the vlog yesterday, Kopi Luwak is actually a coffee that comes from palm civets that eat the very best of the coffee beans and then pass through the digestive system. They poop it out because they can't digest the bean, and people harvest that, clean it up, and cultivate that into coffee. It's the most expensive coffee on the planet. Is it good? I don't know. Noah is about to find out. Does it smell good?
It smells like coffee.
Okay, give it a taste.
tastes like good black coffee.
Tastes like just like normal coffee?
Let me see.
Okay, Noah.
It's hot.
It's literally just like hotel black coffee, guys.
What? It is not like hotel.
So nothing special.
What?
Take a sip.
Take a sip. Just tastes like black coffee. Tim Hortons.
It does not.
Cheaper.
I don't know. It tastes like coffee to me. Does it
does.
taste like good coffee or no?
I mean, it doesn't taste.
I mean, it's not bad coffee, but
It's just black.
I mean, it's the experience.
I mean, it did come out as something that's buttable. It's weird.
Is this the first butt coffee you've ever drank?
No. I mean, it's really nasty to think about. Like, I don't want to be drinking it.
I don't think that's considered drinking it. Look at it, none is even gone.
Sipping it.
All right, guys. So the taste test for Kopi Luwak, the most expensive coffee on the planet, apparently Noah says it tastes like Tim Hortons coffee. Laura said it tastes good, but it's nothing very special. Maybe there's higher caffeine potency in it. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, that's it, guys. I was thinking that maybe it would taste really weird or really good or really bad, and it just tastes like coffee. So there you go. In case you guys are wondering, now you know what Kopi Luwak tastes like. Alright guys, I just got back from the movie Alien Covenant with Noah. I tell you what, it was a pretty good movie. If you like the Alien franchise, I think you would like that one. It had good acting, a good storyline, enough action to keep you kind of interested. To me, it was a thumbs up. If you like that stuff, go check it out. I think it's pretty cool. Regardless, it was great to be back at the shop today, a full day, getting back kind of acquainted with what's going on. The crew did a great job of keeping things together while I'm gone, and I'm just excited to kind of get back to some normalcy here for the next week or so before my next trip, which I believe is going to be down to North Carolina from business. I'll take you guys along. You guys know that. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys mean the world to me every time you tune in and share and like and comment and do all the things that you guys do. You're amazing. By the way, can you do me a favor and smash that like button and hit that notification bell? Make sure to be kind to somebody, and I promise I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.